the U.S. Navy's recent transit of two warships through the Taiwan Strait, which is seen as a show of support for Taiwan and a challenge to China's claims over the strait and the island. The Taiwan Strait is a narrow waterway that separates Taiwan from mainland China. Taiwan is a self-ruled democracy that China considers part of its territory. The U.S. does not have formal diplomatic ties with Taiwan, but it is its main security ally and arms supplier. The U.S. also supports Taiwan's participation in international organizations and opposes any unilateral change to the status quo by force. The U.S. Navy regularly sends its warships through the Taiwan Strait in what it calls freedom of navigation operations. These operations are meant to demonstrate the U.S. commitment to a free and open Indo-Pacific region and to uphold international law. The U.S. Navy says most of the strait is in international waters, and that its ships do not violate any country's sovereignty. However, China views the U.S. presence in the strait as a provocation and a threat to its security and stability. China claims the strait as part of its internal waters and has ramped up military exercises and patrols in the area. China also opposes any official contact between the U.S. and Taiwan and has warned of severe consequences if they cross the red line. The U.S. Navy's latest transit of two warships through the Taiwan Strait occurred on August 27. It was the first such operation since U.S. House Speaker Nancy Pelosi visited Taiwan earlier that month. Pelosi's visit was seen as a strong signal of U.S. support for Taiwan's democracy and autonomy amid rising tensions with China. China strongly condemned Pelosi's visit and accused the U.S. of interfering in its internal affairs. The two warships that sailed through the strait were the guided missile cruisers USS Antietam and USS Chancellorsville. They were on a routine mission through waters where high seas freedoms apply, according to the U.S. 7th Fleet. The fleet said the transit was ongoing and that there was no interference from foreign military forces. The Chinese military's Eastern Theater Command said it was following and warning the U.S. ships and was ready to respond to any challenge. It said the U.S. actions were harmful to peace and stability in the Taiwan Strait and urged the U.S. to stop playing with fire. Taiwan's defense ministry said it was monitoring the situation and that it was normal for foreign ships to pass through the strait. It said it had full control of the air and sea space around Taiwan and that there was no need for panic. The U.S. Navy's transit of two warships through the Taiwan Strait was a show of support for Taiwan and a challenge to China's claims over the strait and the island. It was also a reminder of the complex and delicate balance of power in the region, where any miscalculation or miscommunication could spark a crisis or even a conflict.